There's no shortage of flavor and variety at Two Towns Cider House.
Well, at any given time, because we're limited by the number of taps we have a little over 20.
Is that going to be on for you?
But if you just pass by, you'd never know.
But there's always at least 4 or 5 waiting on deck for an open tap.
Justin Vale is the CFO for Two Towns. Their main tap room off Highway 34 in Corvallis balances local roots with a distribution that pours well past the state line.
So glad you guys are here.
Craving a glass, not the spotlight,
You should have a beverage.
Stephanie and Seth Raleigh get to enjoy a moment in a community that has rallied around them.
So Seth and I met at Oregon State.
The paths crossed for these college sweethearts in 2005, and when they realized they shared a birthday, January 17th, it was probably meant to be.
He was born about 11 hours before me.
They were married 11 years ago, and they now have 2 sons, Sawyer and Finn. And the apples didn't fall far from the tree, did they? A young family, too young for their story to be woven into their community this way.
Like if we can communicate out there to other people that have similar situations in us and they don't quite feel alone. We're here because Seth, 4.5 years ago, had a seizure in our house, and we found a tumor in his brain.
Seth then fought through 3 brain surgeries, 2 rounds of radiation, and a lot of chemotherapy.
You feel okay?
Yeah.
But this summer, they found a new tumor. So Stephanie decided to take leave from her job as a kindergarten teacher, which squeezed them financially.
They went in and removed about 1/4 of his left temporal lobe, but now both tumors are growing and are back again, and there's not a lot more that our neuro-oncologist or the surgeons can do.
The tumor has affected Seth's speech and mobility. An infusion every 2 weeks helps Seth's quality of life, but doesn't prolong it.
No way around it but through it, huh?
Before having to leave his job, Seth was a commercial lender with Umpqua Bank, working closely with Two Towns and Justin.
I know, but it gives you more time to plan. As the CFO, I became the primary point of contact for Seth as our banker and became very fast friends.
Yeah, he's just been a really close friend, and Justin has had some hardships happen in the last few years as well, with loss. And so Justin, he just understands like how
I wasn't even thinking. Sorry.
how important it is to be connected to the people you love and support them.
It's been a long, long road, resulting in our daughter passing away. And while my family and I were enduring tragedy, Seth never hesitated to meet me where I was, in spite of everything in his life.
From the get-go, we always said that we would lean in versus lean out.
And many in Corvallis have leaned in right along with them.
Back to shopping on the beach, try to keep it quick!
Fundraisers like this Sweat for Seth event at Research Stadium raised over $7,000 for the Raleighs.
And people just are stopping by and they're bringing food and they're cleaning my house and blowing my leaves in the yard. And
Every Friday.
But boy, do we really acknowledge the impact somebody like him has had in our life.
This night, it's Two Towns' turn to raise money for a friend and his family.
Thank you. It's crazy.
What we're going to do is take 30% of our gross sales from today as a donation to a fund for the Raleigh family for their medical expenses.
Expenses that just don't stop with a devastating diagnosis. Now the Raleighs hope sharing their story is how they can say thanks.
I'm just grateful that they have the courage and the strength to be able to impact people's lives like they have in a moment where it'd be easy to just recoil. And that's not their style. That's not who they are.
What they are is grateful for all the support as they make the best of what could be their final months together.
no one wants to be in the position that we're in, especially us. We don't want to be doing this. But it's been helpful to have the community that we have. We're just really thankful for the community of Corvallis.
Jon Goodwin, KGW News.